हाँ भाई, थोड़े के भाई गुरदास जी बाणी रखी जाती है। भाई गुरदास जी नूं काफ़ी मौका मिलिया चार गुरुआं दी सोबत करन दा। आप अमली तौर ते सचखंड पहुँचे हुए सी, लेकिन जिस तरह महाराज सावण सिंह नूं किसी ने पुछया सीगा कि गरीबदास दे बचना च है कि साधु दसवें द्वार पहुँच के बनता है कि उस नूं नाम दे देना चाहिए है। महाराज सावण सिंह ने यही कहा, बेशक सचखंड पहुँच जावे सेवक, जे गुरु आग्या नहीं दिंदा कि जिन्हों तू नामदान देवेगा मैं उसकी संभाल करूँगा, मेरे पिछों तय कम करना है। कहन लगे उन्होंने भुल के भी किसी को नामदान नहीं देनागा। सो आप दियां लेखनियां तो पता लगता है कि आप सचखंड पहुँचे हुए सी, फिर भी चौहां गुरुआं दे अगे आपने एक सेवक की हैसियत विच काम कीता। आप अपनी दसां नहुं दी किरत करदे सन और मुखिए सेवक सन। आप दियां वारां चों सानू काफ़ी कुछ सिख बनने वास्ते मिलता है। मैं थानू कई दिन हो गए नाम दे फायदे दसदा रहा कि किस तरह नाम सुखां दा सोमा है, शांति दा घर है, जिहदी तरफों असीं पिठ कीती है, और गुरु किस तरह उस नाम दे नाल सुख शांति दा जो सोमा है जोड़दा है। प्रभु ही दया करदा है, उस प्यार दा समुंदर अछाला मारदा है, खुद ही इंसान दे झोले विच आउंदा है। सो प्यारिओ, सब प्रेमियां नूं नामदान मिल गया है। हुण सानू चाहिदा है कि जो एक सच्चे सिख दे अंदर जो सिफतां हन उन्हां नूं पैदा करना है।
The Bani of Bhai Gurdas is presented to you.
Vi è presentato un Bani di Bhai Gurdas.
Bhai Gurdas got the opportunity to be in the company of 4 masters in the line of the Sikh masters.
Bhai Gurdas ebbe l'opportunità di stare nella compagnia di 4 maestri nella linea dei maestri Sikh.
He was practically successful in this path of the masters and had reached Sachkhand.
Egli ebbe praticamente successo in questo sentiero della Sant Mat e raggiunse Sachkhand.
Once some dear one asked Master Sant Singh that, Master, it is written in the writings of Mahatma Garib Das that a person becomes a sadhu when he reaches Dasmadwar.
Una volta qualcuno chiese a Baba Sant Singh, è detto negli scritti nelle scritture che si diventa sadhu che si raggiunge il Dasmadwar.
So should a disciple who has reached Dasmadwar give out the Nam initiation to other people?
Quindi un discepolo che ha raggiunto il Dasmadwar dovrebbe dare l'iniziazione al Nam alla gente?
Master Sant Singh Ji replied that what to talk about reaching Dasmadwar, even if a disciple has reached Sachkhand, he should not give the initiation until he has been asked by the master to do so.
Il maestro Sant Singh disse che dire il Dasmadwar, anche se un discepolo raggiunge Sachkhand, non dovrebbe mai dare l'iniziazione al Nam a meno che il suo maestro gli chieda di farlo.
So until the master gives you the order that you initiate on my behalf, and whomever you will initiate, I will be responsible for them, for those souls, a person should not give the initiation even if he has become successful in reaching Sachkhand.
Quindi a meno che il maestro vi dica personalmente, ora dai l'iniziazione in mio favore e qualsiasi persona tu inizierai, io sarò responsabile di lei, un discepolo non dovrebbe mai dare l'iniziazione neanche dopo aver raggiunto Sachkhand, a meno che il maestro gli dica di farlo.
So even though Bhai Gurdas was practically successful and he reached Sachkhand, but still he worked as a disciple. He was always like a disciple in front of the 4 masters.
Quindi benché Bhai Gurdas avesse raggiunto Sachkhand, egli si comportò sempre da discepolo nei confronti dei 4 maestri.
He was one of the leading sevadars in the times of those 4 masters.
Egli era sempre uno dei sevadar principali nel tempo di quei 4 maestri.
He used to maintain himself by earning his livelihood by honest means.
Si manteneva guadagnandosi da vivere con mezzi onesti.
And from his writings it is very clear that he had reached Sachkhand.
E dai suoi scritti è ben chiaro che egli aveva raggiunto Sachkhand.
For the past few days I have been talking about the glory of the Nam and what are the benefits of doing the Nam.
Negli ultimi pochi giorni vi ho parlato della gloria del Nam e quali sono i benefici che si traggono da esso.
And I have also been telling you that Nam is the source of all happiness and peace.
Inoltre vi ho anche detto che il Nam è la sorgente di ogni pace e felicità.
But unfortunately we have turned our back to it.
Ma sfortunatamente noi gli abbiamo volto le spalle.
We can get the Nam only by the perfect masters, because the perfect masters come in this world to connect us with that Nam.
Noi possiamo ricevere il Nam soltanto da maestri perfetti, poiché i maestri perfetti vengono in questo mondo soltanto per collegarci con quel Nam.
God Almighty himself comes in this world, and upon those whom he wants to shower grace, he brings them to the perfect master and connects them with the Shabad Nam.
Dio Onnipotente viene in questo mondo e coloro con i quali egli vuole riversare la sua grazia, egli li porta in contatto con il maestro perfetto ed essi ricevono lo Shabad Nam.
Now those dear ones who came here with the desire of getting the Nam initiation have got it today.
Ora, quegli amati che sono venuti qui con il desiderio di ricevere l'iniziazione l'hanno oggi ricevuta.
Now it becomes our responsibility to do the devotion of the Shabad Nam and become the true disciples of the Master.
Ora è nostra responsabilità di praticare la devozione dello Shabad Nam e diventare devoti al nostro maestro.
So in this Bani, Bhai Gurdas will tell us about those things which are helpful, which are beneficial for us to become a good disciple.
Ora quindi in questo Bani, Bhai Gurdas ci dirà delle cose che sono di beneficio per noi nel diventare buoni discepoli del maestro.
ਭਾਈ ਗੁਰਦਾਸ ਜੀ ਵਾਰ 12ਵੀਂ ਪੰਨਾ 98 ਨੰਬਰ 1 ਬਲਿਹਾਰੀ ਤੈਨਾ ਗੁਰ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਜਾਏ ਜਿਨਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਡੇਠਾ ਬਲਿਹਾਰੀ ਤੈਨਾ ਗੁਰ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਜਾਏ ਜਿਨਾ ਗੁਰ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਡੇਠਾ
ਸਾਡੇ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਿਰਪਾਲ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਅਗਰ ਸਿੱਖ ਇੱਕ ਕਦਮ ਵੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਤਰਫ ਤੁਰਦਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸੈਂਕੜੇ ਕਦਮਾਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਹੈ। ਅਗਰ ਭਾਈ ਗੁਰਦਾਸ ਦੀ ਇਤਨੀ ਸ਼ਰਧਾ ਸੀਗੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਉੱਪਰ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਪਿਆਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਅਟੁੱਟ ਸੀ। ਜਦ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਅੰਤ ਸਮਾਂ ਆਇਆ, ਗੁਰੂ ਹਰਗੋਬਿੰਦ 6ਵੇਂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਨੇ ਖੁਦ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਅਰਥੀ ਨੂੰ ਆਪ ਦਾ ਹੀ ਮੋਢਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ।
Our Sadguru Master Kripal used to say that if a disciple takes one step towards the Master also meets him coming down hundreds of steps.
Il nostro Satguru, il Maestro Kripal, soleva dire che se il discepolo muove un passo per andare verso il Maestro si muove verso di lui facendone 100.
If Bhai Gurdas had so much love and yearning for the Master also had a lot of love for him.
Se Bhai Gurdas aveva così tanto amore e desiderio del Maestro, allora il suo Maestro aveva altrettanto amore e desiderio per lui.
When the end time of Bhai Gurdas came, it came in the time of the sixth Guru, Guru Hargobind.
Quando venne il momento finale di Bhai Gurdas, avvenne nel tempo del sesto Guru, Guru Hargobind.
Guru Hargobind himself gave the shoulder to the dead body of Bhai Gurdas. He was himself present there when they took him for cremation.
Quindi Hargobind era lì presente allorché Bhai Gurdas fu portato alla cremazione.
ਜਿਸ ਨੇ ਮਿਸ਼ਰੀ ਖਾਧੀ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਸ਼ਰੀ ਦਾ ਕਦਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਭੁੱਖੇ ਨੂੰ ਖਾਣੇ ਦਾ ਕਦਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਪਿਆਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਪਾਣੀ ਦਾ ਕਦਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਜਿਸ ਸਿੱਖ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਠਾਠਾਂ ਮਾਰਦਾ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਦਰ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਤੋ ਭਾਈ ਗੁਰਦਾਸ ਨੂੰ ਗੁਰੂ ਦਰਸ਼ਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਦਰ ਸੀ। ਉਹ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਬਲਿਹਾਰੀ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਨਸਾਨੀ ਜਾਮੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਕੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਕੀਤਾ, ਗੁਰੂ ਨੂੰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਔਰ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਨਮਸਕਾਰ ਕੀਤੀ, ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਕੁਰਬਾਨ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ।
Only he who has ate the rock candy has the appreciation for its sweetness.
Soltanto colui che ha mangiato lo zucchero candito lo sa apprezzare la sua dolcezza.
A hungry person appreciates the food as a thirsty person appreciates the water.
Un affamato apprezza il cibo tanto quanto un assetato apprezza l'acqua.
In the same way, only those disciples within whom the love of the Master is overwhelming has the appreciation for the darshan of the Master.
Nello stesso modo, soltanto quel discepolo nel quale l'amore per il Maestro è traboccante sa apprezzare appieno il darshan del Maestro.
Bhai Gurdas had the love for the Master in his within, and that is why what he says here, he says that I sacrifice myself on those disciples, those who after getting the human body got the opportunity of doing the darshan of the Master, going to see him, and those who bow down in front of the Masters.
Bhai Gurdas aveva in sé l'amore per il Maestro, quindi qui in questo inno dice sacrifico me stesso per quei discepoli del Maestro i quali dopo essere andati da lui gli obbediscono e si inchinano ai suoi piedi.
ਬਲਿਹਾਰੀ ਤੇਨਾ ਗੁਰ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਜਾਏ, ਜਿਨਾ ਗੁਰ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਡੇਠਾ। ਬਲਿਹਾਰੀ ਤੇਨਾ ਗੁਰ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਪੈਰੀ ਪੈ ਗੁਰ ਸਭਾ ਬਹੇਠਾ।
ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਕੁਰਬਾਨ ਜਾਣਾ, ਬਲਿਹਾਰ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਹਦੀ ਸਤਸੰਗ ਸਭਾ ਨਸੀਬ ਹੋਈ, ਉੱਥੇ ਨਮਸਕਾਰ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਮੌਕਾ ਮਿਲਿਆ।
He says that I sacrifice myself on those disciples, those initiates of the Masters, those who got the opportunity of going in the Satsang in the company of the Masters.
Egli dice mi sacrifico per quei discepoli del Maestro i quali hanno avuto l'opportunità di andare nel Satsang e di avere il darshan del Maestro.
ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਕੋ ਮਾਨੁਖ ਕਾ ਰੂਪ ਨਾ ਜਾਣ, ਉਹ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਗਾ, ਉਹ ਇਨਸਾਨੀ ਪੋਲ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਹੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ।
Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj says that do not understand Sadguru as a human being.
Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj dice non considerate Satguru un mero essere umano.
He is God Almighty himself who is working through that human pole.
Dio Onnipotente stesso opera tramite quel polo umano.
ਬਲਿਹਾਰੀ ਤਿਨਾ ਗੁਰ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਪੈਰੀ ਪੈ ਗੁਰ ਸਭਾ ਬੈਠਾ ਬਲਿਹਾਰੀ ਤਿਨਾ ਗੁਰ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਗੁਰਮਤਿ ਬੋਲ ਬੋਲ ਦੇ ਮੇਠਾ।
ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਵੀ ਬਲਿਹਾਰ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਮਨ ਦੀ ਮਤ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਮਤ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹੈ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸੰਤ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਹੀ ਜੋੜਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹੈ। ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਮਿੱਠਾ ਬੋਲੋ ਨਿਉ ਚੱਲੋ, ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹੀ ਪਿਆਰਾ ਹੈ।
Now he says that I sacrifice myself on even those disciples of the masters, those who giving up their own path, follow the path of the masters.
Ora lui dice mi sacrifico anche per quei discepoli del maestro, i quali abbandonano il loro proprio sentiero per seguire quello del maestro.
Masters always come in this world to connect us with Almighty Lord. They always give us the good advices. They say that always speak sweetly, speak sweet words, always be humble.
I maestri vengono in questo mondo per collegarci con Dio Onnipotente, essi ci danno sempre buoni consigli, essi ci dicono parlate sempre in modo dolce, in modo umile e amorevole.
ਗੁਰੂ ਕਿਰਪਾਲ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਇਨਸਾਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਦਰਦ ਭਰਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਇਸ ਲਫ਼ਜ਼ ਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਬੜਾ ਕੁਝ ਛੁਪਿਆ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਜੋ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਪਿਆਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦਾਗਾ, ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਰੋਜ਼ ਦੇਖਦਾ ਹੈ, ਜਿਸ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ, ਔਰ ਇਹ ਦਾਅਵਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਖੋਖਲਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਨਾਲ ਪਿਆਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਪਿਆਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ, ਉਹ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਨੂੰ, ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਪਿਆਰ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ।
How much pain and sympathy did Master Kripal have for the people in his heart?
Quanto dolore e compassione aveva il maestro Kripal nel proprio cuore per la gente.
You can imagine that how much care and sympathy was there in the words which he spoke.
Potete immaginare quanta compassione e cura c'era in lui, nelle parole che pronunciava.
When he said that a human being, a man does not love the man whom he sees and with whom he deals every day.
Quando egli disse che l'uomo non ha compassione per gli esseri umani che vede e osserva tutti i giorni.
But he claims to be the lover of God whom he has never seen.
Ma dice di avere amore di Dio, di essere un amante di Dio, il quale non ha mai visto.
So the claims of all those people, those who say that they love God but do not love the human beings, all those people's claims do not have any base, they are bogus.
Quindi quello che la gente che dice di avere amore per gli esseri umani, per Dio, quando non ha amore per gli esseri umani, tutte queste loro dichiarazioni non valgono niente.
ਬਲਿਹਾਰੀ ਤਿਨਾ ਗੁਰ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਗੁਰਮਤ ਬੋਲ ਬੋਲ ਦੇ ਮੇਠਾ ਬਲਿਹਾਰੀ ਤਿਨਾ ਗੁਰ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਮਿੱਤਰ ਗੁਰ ਪਾਈ ਈਠਾ।
ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਿਹਦਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਲ ਪਿਆਰ ਹੈ ਉਹਦਾ ਸੰਗਤ ਨਾਲ ਵੀ ਪਿਆਰ ਹੈ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਕੁਰਬਾਨ ਜਾਣਾ, ਬਲਿਹਾਰ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਭਾਈਆਂ ਦੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਆਪਦੇ ਸਤਸੰਗੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹੈ, ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹੈ, ਪੁੱਤਾਂ ਦੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਅਗਰ ਛੋਟੇ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹੈ।
Now he says that he who loves the master also loves the sangat.
Ora lui dice colui che ama il maestro ama pure il Satsang.
I sacrifice myself on those disciples, on those satsangis, those who love the sangat, the other disciples of the masters as their brothers and sisters.
Egli dice sacrifico me stesso per quei discepoli, quei satsanghi del maestro, i quali amano col cuore i propri fratelli e sorelle.
And if they are younger than them, they understand them as their sons and daughters.
E se essi sono più giovani di loro, essi li considerano loro figli e figlie.
ਬਲਿਹਾਰੀ ਤਿਨਾ ਗੁਰ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਮਿੱਤਰ ਗੁਰ ਪਾਈ ਈਠਾ ਬਲਿਹਾਰੀ ਤਿਨਾ ਗੁਰ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਗੁਰ ਸੇਵਾ ਜਾਣਨ ਅਬੇਰੇਠਾ।
ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਕੁਰਬਾਨ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ, ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਲਿਹਾਰ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਨਿਮਰਤਾ ਨਾਲ ਪਿਆਰ ਨਾਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈ। ਪਿਆਰਿਓ, ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਲ ਪਿਆਰ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਉਹੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ।
Now he says that I even sacrifice myself on those disciples of the masters, those who serve the master with all the love and humility.
Ora lui dice: mi sacrifico anche per quei discepoli del maestro, coloro che lo hanno servito con tutto il loro amore ed umiltà.
Dear ones, those who will have, or those who have the love for the master, they will also have the love for the children of the master, and they will serve him with all that love and humility.
Cari miei, coloro che amano il maestro sanno anche amare i figli del maestro e li sapranno servire con tutto il loro amore ed umiltà.
ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਮਾਣਾ ਜੱਟ ਦੀ ਜੋ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਦਾ ਸਿੱਖ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਹਦੀ ਕਹਾਣੀ ਦੱਸਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉਹਨੇ ਜਦ ਵੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਉਣਾ ਨਾ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਨੀ, ਨਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਪ੍ਰਬੰਧਕ ਦੀ ਉਹਨੇ ਆਗਿਆ ਦਾ ਪਾਲਣ ਕਰਨਾ। ਅਗਰ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਕਹਿਣਾ, ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਸ਼ਰੀਕਾਂ ਦਾ ਹੁਕਮ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਮੰਨਾਂ, ਗੁਰੂ ਕਹਿਣ ਤੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਫੇਰ ਹੀ ਕਰੂੰਗਾ। ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੇ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਕਿ ਜੀ ਮਾਣਾ ਖਾਣਾ ਵੀ ਲੰਗਰ 'ਚੋਂ ਖਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਮਕਾਨਾਂ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਸੌਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਸੇਵਾ ਨੂੰ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਹੱਥ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਾਉਂਦਾ ਗਾ। ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੰਨਦਾ, ਗੁਰੂ ਕਹਿਣ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਮੰਨਾਂਗੇ। ਮਾਣੇ ਜੱਟ ਨੂੰ ਬੁਲਾਇਆ ਗਿਆ। ਉਹ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਜੀ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹੋ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕਿਹਾ ਮੰਨਾਂਗੇ। ਉਹ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਕਿ ਵੇਖ ਪਿਆਰਿਆ, ਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਮੰਨਣਾ ਬੜਾ ਔਖਾ ਹੈ। ਉਹ ਗੁਰੂ ਹੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਜੋ ਸੇਵਕ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਲੰਗਰ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰ। ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜੋ ਕਹੋ। ਉਹ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਤਿਉਂ ਕਰ, ਬਾਹਰ ਰੋਹੀ 'ਚ ਚਲਿਆ ਜਾ, ਉੱਥੇ ਚਿਖਾ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੂੰ ਸੜ ਜਾ, ਇਹੀ ਤੇਰੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਹੁਕਮ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਤੇਰੀ ਬਿਹਤਰੀ ਹੈ। ਬਾਹਰ ਗਿਆ, ਚਿਖਾ ਬਣਾ ਲਈ ਲੱਕੜਾਂ ਦੀ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਅਗਨੀ ਲਾ ਲਈ। ਹੁਣ ਅੱਗ ਦੇ ਸੇਕ ਤੋਂ ਡਰਦਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਉਦਾਲੇ ਪਰਿਕਰਮਾ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ। ਡਿੱਗਣ ਨੂੰ ਜੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦਾ ਗਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਾਨ ਨੂੰ ਪਿਆਰੀ ਸਮਝਦਾ ਹੈ। ਮਨ ਨੇ ਪ੍ਰੇਰਿਆ, ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਮੈਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਹੁਕਮ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੰਨਦਾ ਗਾ। ਇਤਨੇ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਚੋਰ ਆਇਆ ਜਿਸ ਨੇ ਤਕੜੇ ਆਦਮੀ ਦੇ ਘਰ ਨੂੰ ਸੰਨ ਲਾਈ ਸੀ। ਉਹ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਵੀ ਤੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਰੋਹੀ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਚਿਖਾ ਬਾਲੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ, ਕੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ? ਉਹਨੇ ਸਾਰੀ ਹਕੀਕਤ ਦੱਸੀ। ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਹੁਣ ਗੁਰੂ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਮੁਨਕਰ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਹਾਂ, ਉਹਦੀ ਆਗਿਆ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਲਦਾ ਗਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇਹ ਬੜਾ ਕਰੜਾ ਹੁਕਮ ਹੈ। ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਤੂੰ ਇਉਂ ਕਰ, ਸੰਕਲਪ ਕਰ ਦੇ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਬਚਨ ਦੇ ਦੇ, ਤੂੰ ਇਤਨਾ ਧਨ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੈਗਾ ਇਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਲੈ ਲਾ। ਚੋਰ ਕੋਲ ਉਹੀ ਸਰਬੰਸ ਦਾਨ ਸੀ, ਦੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਉਹਦੇ ਬਚਨ ਨੂੰ ਉਸਨੇ ਚੋਰ ਨੇ ਪਕੜ ਕੇ ਕੀ ਕੀਤਾ, ਛਾਲ ਮਾਰ ਦਿੱਤੀ, ਚਿਖਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੜ ਗਿਆ। ਅੱਗੇ ਨੂੰ ਬੁਰੇ ਕਰਮਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਬਚ ਗਿਆ ਔਰ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਬਚਨ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਪਾਲਣਾ ਕਰ ਗਿਆ। ਇਤਨੇ ਨੂੰ ਪਿੱਛੋਂ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਆ ਗਈ, ਚੋਰ ਦੀ ਭਾਲ ਕਰਦੀ ਕਰਦੀ। ਹੁਣ ਚੋਰ ਕੌਣ ਹੈ? ਜਿਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਮਾਲ ਹੋਵੇ। ਮਾਣਾ ਜੱਟ ਨੂੰ ਪਕੜ ਲਿਆ। ਹੁਣ ਮਾਣੇ ਜੱਟ ਨੇ ਬਥੇਰੇ ਸੱਚਾਈ ਬਿਆਨ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਔਰ ਅਸਲੀਅਤ ਵੀ ਦੱਸੀ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਚੋਰ ਉਹੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਮਾਲ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਆਖਰ ਉਸ ਚੋਰ ਨੂੰ ਮਾਣੇ ਜੱਟ ਨੂੰ ਉਹੀ ਕਰੜੀ ਸਜ਼ਾ ਮਿਲੀ ਜੋ ਚੋਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਪਹਿਲੇ ਜ਼ਮਾਨੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੜੀਆਂ ਕਰੜੀਆਂ ਸਜ਼ਾ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਸਨ।
Often I have told you the story of Mana, a disciple of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj.
Spesso vi ho raccontato la storia di Mana, un discepolo di Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj.
He would never do any seva in the Sangat, and he would never listen to anybody in the Sangat.
Egli non faceva mai nessun seva nel Sangat e non ascoltava mai nessuno.
Even though he would come there, eat the food from the langar, sleep in the houses, but still he would not do any seva or he would not listen to anyone, any of the leading sevadas.
Egli senza dubbio mangiava il cibo dell'ashram, inoltre dormiva negli edifici dell'ashram, ma non faceva mai nessun seva quando qualsiasi altro sevadar o capo sevadar gli diceva di fare qualcosa.
Whenever anyone would ask him to do anything, he would say that why should I obey you? I do not want to obey the equals. I would do only what my master tells me, I will only obey the order of my master and not you people.
Quando qualcuno gli diceva di fare qualcosa, egli diceva sempre: perché dovrei obbedire a te che sei mio pari? Se il mio maestro mi dice di fare qualcosa, la farò, ma non farò mai nulla se voi pari miei mi dite di fare qualcosa.
So the responsible people then complained to Guru Arjan Dev. They said that Master Mana comes in the Sangat, he eats the food from the langar, he sleeps in our quarters, but he does not do any seva, and whenever we tell him that he should do the seva, he tells that I will not take any word from my equals, I will do the work only if my master tells me to.
Quindi i responsabili si andarono a lamentare con Guru Arjan Dev, dissero: Mana viene al langar, mangia il cibo, dorme nei nostri edifici, negli edifici dell'ashram, ma allorché gli diciamo di fare qualcosa si rifiuta di farlo e dice: se il maestro mi dice di farlo lo farò, ma se voi pari miei mi dite di farlo non lo farò mai.
So Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj then called Mana and he asked him that why he was not obeying his fellow brothers and why he was not doing the seva. So he replied that Master, I will obey only you and I will not do anything if anybody else tells me.
Quindi il maestro Guru Arjan Dev chiamò Manas e gli chiese perché non faceva nulla quando gli altri gli dicevano di fare qualcosa. E gli disse: maestro, farò qualcosa solo se tu mi dici di farlo, se gli altri mi dicono di fare qualcosa non lo farò mai.
Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj told him that you know that whatever the responsible people are telling you, they are telling you on the behalf of the master and you should follow them, you should obey them and do the seva.
Guru Arjan Dev disse: sai che le cose che ti dicono le persone incaricate di fare, effettivamente ti dicono di farle in mio favore, quindi dovresti farlo come seva maestro.
And also Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj told him that it is very difficult to obey the commandment, obey the order of the master, but Mana insisted that he would obey and do the things only what Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj tells him to.
Il maestro gli disse: in realtà ti dico che è molto difficile fare le cose che il maestro ti dice di fare se ti dà qualche ordine. Ma egli continuò ad insistere che avrebbe fatto senza dubbio quello che il maestro gli avrebbe chiesto di fare.
So Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj then said that if you insist that I give you some order to do, then what you should do is go out in the wilderness, burn some fire, and you burn yourself up in that fire.
Quindi Guru Arjan Dev gli disse: bene, se insisti a voler eseguire un ordine che io ti darò, allora il mio ordine è questo: vai fuori nel deserto, fai un mucchio di legna e bruciati in essa.
So Mana said that, okay master, I will do that, and then he went out in the wilderness. He burned some fire, but he loved his life and he did not want to die, so he just went around that fire thinking what to do next.
Quindi egli andò nel deserto, fece un buon mucchio di legna e gli diede fuoco, ma però non aveva il coraggio di buttarsi in essa, per cui continuò a girare attorno a questo fuoco pensando che fare.
Since he understood his life more valuable than the orders of the master, his mind told him that he should not obey the order of his master.
Quindi giacché considerò la sua propria vita di più valore che gli ordini del maestro, egli pensò di non obbedire agli ordini del maestro, di salvarsi la vita.
So then he decided in his mind that he will not even obey the order of the master.
Quindi decise di non obbedire neppure agli ordini del maestro.
At that time over there, one thief came who was being chased by the police because he had stolen some very valuable things from some very rich person's home. So he came there and he asked Mana that what he was doing there out in the wilderness, burning the fire. So Mana told him the whole story. That person, that thief, was a sincere one, and he said that if you make the determination in your mind, and if you give me the word of the master, if you give me the order of the master, I can give you all the wealth I have. So if you want to trade the word, the order of the master with the wealth I have, I am ready to do that. Mana already wanted to get rid of that order of the master, so he exchanged it with the stolen goods, and that thief happily jumped in the fire, obeying the order of the master, and he got the liberation because he who obeys the order of the master is protected by him.
Quindi a quel tempo, in quel momento, arrivò lì un ladro il quale veniva inseguito dalla polizia giacché aveva fatto un furto da qualche parte e aveva con sé molti gioielli. Quando arrivò a quel punto e vide Manas che girava attorno a questo fuoco, gli chiese: che cosa stai facendo? Egli gli spiegò che cosa era successo, che il maestro gli aveva ordinato di bruciarsi vivo in quel fuoco. Allora gli disse, giacché era sicuro di essere preso dalla polizia e quindi di non avere scampo, gli disse: bene, se tu mi dai l'ordine del tuo maestro, se tu lo passi a me, io ti do tutti i gioielli che io ho. E gli disse, Manas pensò che era un affare, sarebbe salvato la vita e avrebbe avuto quei gioielli, quindi gli disse: bene, ti do pure l'ordine del maestro, eseguilo tu. Quindi il ladro obbedì all'ordine del maestro, saltò nel fuoco e si bruciò vivo, e quindi fu liberato da Guru Arjan Dev, giacché chi obbedisce agli ordini del maestro viene da lui liberato.
Sometime later, the police also came there, and since Mana had all the stolen goods, they caught him, thinking that he was the thief who had stolen the things.
Dopo qualche tempo arrivò lì la polizia, trovò Manas con in mano questi gioielli e lo catturarono pensando che era lui il ladro dei gioielli.
Mana tried to convince the police that he was not the thief, and the thief was the one who died in the fire. But you know that he who has the stolen goods in his possession is considered to be the thief. So the police took him, and they gave him the punishment which they used to give to the thieves. And in those days, the punishments were very severe.
Quindi la polizia non li credette, poiché naturalmente chi ha in mano le cose rubate è considerato il ladro. Per cui non li credettero e lo portarono con sé e gli diedero una punizione molto severa, che a quei tempi erano molto severe.
ਕਾਫੀ ਪ੍ਰੇਮੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਕੇ ਤਨ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕੀਤੀ। ਉਹ ਵੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਹੀ ਹੈ। ਕਈਆਂ ਨੇ ਤਨ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕੀਤੀ, ਕਈਆਂ ਨੇ ਤਨ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਕੀਤਾ, ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਤਨ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਕੀਤਾ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ 'ਚ ਹੀ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਹੈ। ਔਰ ਕਈਆਂ ਨੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਕੇ ਮਨ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਕੀਤਾ। ਜੋ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਡਾ ਮਨ ਖਿਆਲ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੈ। ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਸਾਵਣ ਸਿੰਘ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ, ਧਨੀ ਲੋਕ ਸੇਵਾ ਪਾ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੈ, ਗਰੀਬ ਲੋਕ ਭਜਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹਦਾ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਉਠਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹੈ, ਔਰ ਉਸ ਭਜਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਧਨੀ ਆਦਮੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਹਿੱਸਾ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ।
Many people came here and they did the physical seva, which benefited the dear ones who came here.
Molte persone sono venute qui e hanno fatto il seva fisico che è stato di beneficio per gli amati che sono venuti qui.
And in that way they made their body useful, they made their body holy.
In questo modo hanno reso il loro corpo utile e santo.
Many dear ones did the seva with the money, they contributed money for this program.
Molte persone hanno contribuito con i propri soldi per questo programma.
In that way they made their earnings holy and successful.
In questo modo hanno reso i propri guadagni santi e di buon esito.
And many dear ones who came here and did the simran, the meditation, they did the seva of the master through the mind, through their
E
minds.
coloro che sono venuti qui hanno fatto il loro Simran e Vaja, hanno fatto il seva del maestro con la propria mente.
So all the sevas which the dear ones did here, whether it was physical or financial or with their mind doing the seva of bhajan and simran, it was all the seva of the master.
Quindi tutto il seva che è stato fatto qui, sia fisico, sia finanziario, sia mentale tramite la loro meditazione, è stato seva reso al maestro.
Master Sant Singh Ji used to say that those who contribute in the seva with their money, the rich people give the donations, and which is used by all the people in the sangat, the poor ones also alike, and the poor ones are able to do the meditation, and the rich people, those who have donated, they get some part of the meditation of the people who have been benefited by their seva.
Il maestro Sant Singh diceva che nel sangat i ricchi danno i propri soldi e questi vengono usati per il beneficio di tutti, dei poveri e degli altri, e coloro che sono poveri e vengono nel sangat e fanno la meditazione, la loro meditazione va a beneficiare la gente ricca che dona i propri soldi per far meditare la gente.
ਤੋਂ ਭਾਈ ਗੁਰਦਾਸ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਕੇ ਤਨ ਮਨ ਧਨ ਆਪਣਾ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਕੇ, ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਕੁਰਬਾਨ ਜਾਣਾ, ਬਲਿਹਾਰ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ।
So here Bhai Gurdas ji says that I sacrifice myself on those dear ones who go to the sangat and with their mind, body and their wealth who do the seva, and those who make their mind, body and wealth successful, I am always sacrificing myself on them.
Quindi Bhai Gurdas qui dice: io mi sacrifico per quei discepoli del maestro che vanno nel sangat e fanno il seva fisico, finanziario e con la loro mente. Per queste persone io sono sempre pronto a sacrificare me stesso. Balihari tena gur sekha gur seva janan abetha Balihari tena gur sekha aptare taren saretha।
ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ, ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਕੁਰਬਾਨ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ, ਬਲਿਹਾਰ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਮਤ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਮਤ ਦੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅਸਤੂਲ ਸੂਖਸ਼ਮ ਕਾਰਨ ਤਿੰਨੇ ਪੜਦੇ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੈ, ਆਪ ਤਰ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਸ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਤਾਰ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੈ।
Now he says that I sacrifice myself even on those disciples of the Master, those who follow the path of the Masters, giving up their own intellect and own wisdom.
Ora gli dice: mi sacrifico anche per quei discepoli del Maestro che seguono il sentiero dei Maestri, abbandonando la loro intelligenza e saggezza.
And those who, after rising above the physical, astral and causal planes, go back to the real home, those who themselves become the liberated ones, and those who liberate many others, I sacrifice myself on such disciples of the Master.
E coloro che si innalzano al di sopra del piano astrale, causale, supercausale e raggiungono la casa del vero Padre, per questi discepoli che liberano se stessi e con sé liberano altre migliaia di anime, per costoro io mi sacrifico interamente.
ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸੰਤ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਆ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਿ ਸੰਤਾਂ ਦੀ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ, ਸੰਤਾਂ ਦਾ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਔਰ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਹੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਥਾਂ ਅਗਵਾਈ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਜ਼ਿੰਮੇਵਾਰੀ ਚੁੱਕਣੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਨਾਮ ਦੇਣ ਦੀ। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਮੈਂਬਰ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਦੀ ਦੁਨਿਆਵੀ ਜਾਇਦਾਦ ਦੇ ਹੀ ਮਾਲਕ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੈ।
Masters tell us that the Sangat of the Master is the family of the Master.
Il Maestro ci dice che il Sangat del Maestro è la sua famiglia.
Because out of the Sangat of the Master, someone has to work in his place, someone has to work in his place.
Perché fra il Sangat del Maestro qualcuno deve lavorare al posto suo.
The family members can only become the heir or the successor to the worldly property or the worldly things of the Master.
I figli fisici possono diventare soltanto gli eredi della proprietà fisica del Maestro.
ਬਲਿਹਾਰੀ ਤੇਨਾ ਗੁਰ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਆਪ ਤਰੇ ਤਾਰੇਨ ਸਰੇਠਾ ਗੁਰ ਸਿੱਖ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਪਾਪ ਪਨੇਠਾ ਗੁਰ ਸਿੱਖ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਪਾਪ ਪਨੇਠਾ।
ਪਿਆਰੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਿੱਖ ਬਣਨਾ ਬੜਾ ਮੁਸ਼ਕਿਲ ਹੈ। ਗੁਰੂ ਸਿੱਖ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੜੀਆਂ ਸਿਫਤਾਂ ਹੈ। ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੈ, ਗੁਰ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਕਾ ਜੋ ਸਿੱਖ ਅਖਾਏ ਸੋ ਭਲਕੇ ਉਠ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਤੇ ਆਵੈ ਉਦਮ ਕਰੈ ਭਲਕੇ ਪਰਪਾਤੀ ਇਸ਼ਨਾਨ ਕਰੇ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਸਰ ਨਾਵੈ।
Dear ones, it is very difficult to become a disciple of the Master.
Cari miei, è molto difficile diventare un discepolo del Maestro.
Because the glory of the disciple of the Master is very high and he has many qualities.
Perché la gloria di un vero discepolo del Maestro è molto elevata ed egli ha molte qualità.
Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj says that he who is called as a disciple of the Master, he gets up early in the morning and he works very hard.
Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj dice che colui che è definito discepolo del Maestro si alza presto al mattino e lavora molto duro.
Getting up early in the morning, he meditates on the name of Lord.
Alzandosi presto al mattino, egli medita sul nome del Signore.
Making all his efforts, he goes to the pool of nectar and bathes in there.
Facendo tutti i suoi sforzi, va nella folla di nettare e lì si bagna.
ਦਿਨ ਚੜੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਬਾਣੀ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਬੋਲੇ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ, ਐਸੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਦੀ ਮੈਂ ਧੂੜ ਨੂੰ ਮੰਗਦਾ ਹੈ ਜੋ ਆਪ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਦਾ ਹੈ, ਹੋਰਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਾਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ।
When the day starts, he sings the Bani or the praises of the Master.
Quando incomincia il giorno, egli canta i bani o gli inni del Maestro.
He says that I seek the dust of the feet of that disciple of the Master who himself meditates on the Naam and who makes other dear ones also meditate on the Naam.
Egli dice: cerco la polvere di quel discepolo del Maestro, il quale egli stesso medita sul Naam e fa pure meditare gli altri.
ਜਿਸ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਸਰ ਦਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਜ਼ਿਕਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈ, ਜੋ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਦਾ ਭਰਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਸਰੋਵਰ ਹੈ, ਉਹ 10ਵੇਂ ਦੁਆਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈ। ਅਸਤੂਲ ਸੂਖਸ਼ਮ ਕਾਰਨ ਤਿੰਨੇ ਪੜਦੇ ਸੇਵਕ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਰੋਜ਼ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ, ਆਪਦੀ ਆਤਮਾ ਨੂੰ ਇਸ਼ਨਾਨ ਕਰਾਏ, ਉਹੀ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖ ਹੈ।
What Amritsar or the pool of nectar Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj is talking about?
Di che Amritsar o polla di nettare sta parlando Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj?
That pool of the nectar is within us in the Dasmadwar.
Quella polla di nettare è dentro di noi nel Dasmadwar.
So he who rises up above, he who goes beyond the physical, astral and causal covers, and after removing these covers from his soul, he who takes his soul in the Dasmadvar, in that pool of nectar, and makes her bathe there, he is the real disciple.
Quindi colui che si innalza al di sopra del piano astrale causale e supercausale e raggiunge il Dasmadvar e lì raggiunge la polla di nettare e si imbagna in essa, egli è un vero discepolo del Maestro.
ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਐਸੇ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖ ਦੇ ਅਗਰ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਹੋ ਜਾਣ ਸਾਡੇ ਅਨੇਕਾਂ ਜਨਮਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਾਪ ਕੱਟੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੈ ਭਾਗਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਐਸੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਦੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੈ ਜੋ ਆਪ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਦਾ ਹੈ ਹੋਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਪਾਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ
He says that many of our sins of our many lifetimes, many births, they are finished just by having the darshan of such a disciple of the Master.
Egli dice che molti peccati di nostre vite precedenti vengono eliminati nell'avere il darshan di un simile discepolo del Maestro.
The disciple who meditates on the Nam himself and makes other people meditate on Nam.
Quel discepolo che medita sul Nam egli stesso e fa meditare sul Nam pure gli altri.
We get the darshan of such a disciple of the Master only if we are very fortunate ones.
Riceviamo il darshan di un tale discepolo del Maestro soltanto se siamo estremamente fortunati.
Number 2. कुर्बानी तेना गुर सिखा पिछल राती उठ बहंदे
ਆਪ ਪਿਆਰ ਨਾਲ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਕੁਰਬਾਨ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪਿਛਲੀ ਰਾਤ ਨੀਂਦ ਨੂੰ ਤਿਆਗਦੇ ਹੈ ਭਜਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੁੜ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੈ
Now, lovingly he says that I sacrifice myself on those disciples of the Master, those who give up the sleep in the later part of the night, and those who get connected in the Nam, in the meditation.
Ora gli dice mi sacrifico per quei discepoli del Maestro che lasciano perdere il sonno nell'ultima parte della notte e nella meditazione entrano in contatto con il Nam.
ਬਾਬਾ ਵਿਸ਼ਨ ਦਾਸ ਇੱਕ ਕਹਾਣੀ ਇਤਿਹਾਸਕ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਛੋਟੀ ਜੀ ਕਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਨੂੰ ਆਲਸ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਦਲੇਦਰ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਉਹ ਆਪ ਦਾ ਗੁੱਦੜ ਸੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਾਫੀ ਮਗੋਰੇ ਸਨ ਉਹ ਪੁੱਛਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਵੀ ਤੂੰ ਕੌਣ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗਾ ਜੀ ਮੈਂ ਦਲੇਦਰ ਹਾਂ ਆਲਸ ਹਾਂ ਇਹ ਕੀ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਮੈਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਤੜਕੇ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਨਾ ਕਰ ਲੈਣ ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਪਾ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਪਰ ਅਫਸੋਸ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੇਥੋਂ ਨਾਮ ਲੈ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹੈ ਤੇਰੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਪਾੜ ਕੇ ਲੰਘ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੈ ਮੈਂ ਸਾਰਾ ਦਿਨ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਮੋਰੇ ਮਾਰਦਾ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਦੋਂ ਫੇਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ 'ਤੇ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਪਾੜ ਕੇ ਫੇਰ ਲੰਘ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੈ ਤੋ ਭਾਈ ਗੁਰਦਾਸ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੈ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਕੁਰਬਾਨ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪਿਛਲੀ ਰਾਤ ਉੱਠਦੇ ਹੈ ਪਿਛਲੀ ਰਾਤ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ ਨਾਮ ਉਹੀ ਜਪਣਗੇ ਪਿਆਰਿਓ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਲਸ ਤੋਂ ਦਲਿੱਦਰ ਤੋਂ ਬਚਣਗੇ
Baba Vishandas ji used to tell a very short story from the history. He used to say that once Guru Nanak Sahib met with laziness, and laziness was sewing his small blanket-like thing which had many holes in it. So Guru Nanak Sahib asked him that, who are you and what are you doing? He replied that I am the laziness and I am trying to patch up and sew all the holes because every morning I put this blanket on the people so that they do not get up and do the devotion of Lord. But it is a pity that those who get initiation from you, those people, they tear up my blanket and they make so many holes and they don't accept me. So that is why I have to sew this blanket every day because those who are initiated by you, they do not accept me and they just throw my blanket away.
Baba Vishandas sapeva raccontare una storia di Guru Nanak, una breve storia che diceva che una volta il Guru Nanak incontrò la pigrizia la quale stava tessendo una coperta e gli chiese che cosa stai facendo e la pigrizia disse sto tessendo questa coperta che io uso per coprire la gente così che non si alzi per meditare, ma è una cosa strana che i tuoi discepoli, essi cercano sempre di levarsi questa coperta, nel far questo la strappano e fanno questi buchi, per cui continuamente devo continuare a ricucire questi buchi.
So that is why Bhai Gurdas ji here says that I sacrifice myself on those disciples of the Master, those who get up in the second part of the night and who do the devotion of Lord.
È per questo che Bhai Gurdas qui sta dicendo mi sacrifico per quei discepoli del Maestro che si alzano nella seconda parte della notte e praticano la meditazione.
Who will get up in the second part of the night and do the devotion of Lord? Only those who do not accept the laziness.
Chi si alzerà nella seconda parte della notte e praticherà la devozione? Soltanto coloro che non accettano la pigrizia.
Kurbani tena gur sikha pichal rati utth bande. Kurbani tena gur sikha amrit vele saran vande.
ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਕੁਰਬਾਨ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਵੇਰ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਵੇਲੇ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ 3 ਵਜੇ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ ਆਪਦੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਤਰਫ ਸਿਰ ਨਿਵਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੈ। ਪਿਆਰੇ ਉਹੀ ਸਿਰ ਨਿਵਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੈ, ਉਹੀ ਭਜਨ ਕਰਨਗੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੜਕੇ ਉੱਠਣਗੇ।
He says that I sacrifice myself on those disciples of the Master, those who get up early in the morning in the ambrosial hour at 3 o'clock in the morning, and who, turning their face towards the Master, bow down their head in front of the Master.
Egli dice: mi sacrifico per quei discepoli del Maestro che si alzano nell'ora d'ambrosia alle 3 del mattino e volgono la loro faccia verso il Maestro e si inchinano ai suoi piedi.
Dear ones, only those people will bow down their head to the Master in the ambrosial hour, those who would get up early.
Cari miei, si inchineranno ai piedi del Maestro soltanto quei discepoli del Maestro che si alzano nell'ora d'ambrosia presto al mattino.
ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੈ ਬੁਰੇ ਕੰਮ ਨੂੰ ਉੱਠ ਖਲੋਇਆ ਨਾਮ ਕੀ ਵੇਲਾ ਪੈ ਪੈ ਸੋਇਆ।
Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj says that for doing the bad deed, you always get up, but when the time for doing the meditation of Nam comes, you always sleep.
Guru Nanak Dev Ji dice: per fare le malazioni voi siete sempre svegli la notte, ma per fare la meditazione siete sempre addormentati.
Kurbani tena gur sikha amrit vele saran vande. Kurbani tena gur sikha ho ik man gur jap japande.
ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਕੁਰਬਾਨ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਭਜਨ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਦੇ ਵਕਤ ਕੋਈ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਖਿਆਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਠਾਉਂਦੇ, ਜਿਸ ਕੰਮ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬੈਠਦੇ ਹੈ ਉਸੇ ਕੰਮ ਨੂੰ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈ। ਮੈਂ ਦੱਸਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਪਿਆਰਿਓ, ਅਗਰ 2 ਸਾਲ ਦਾ ਬੱਚਾ ਵੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਬੈਠਾ ਹੋਵੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਅਪਰਾਧ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇਗੇ ਕਿ ਆਦਮੀ ਦਾ ਬੱਚਾ ਦੇਖਦਾ ਹੈ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਦੇ ਹੁੰਦਿਆਂ ਹੋਇਆਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇਗੇ। ਉਸ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਦਾ ਡਰ ਅਸੀਂ 2 ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਮਝਦੇਗੇ। ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਜਦ ਅਸੀਂ ਅਭਿਆਸ 'ਤੇ ਬੈਠਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਗੁਰੂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਸਾਡੀ ਤਰਫ ਤਵੱਜੋ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਦੇਖਦਾ ਹੈ। ਹੁਣ ਉਹਦੇ ਵੇਖਦਿਆਂ ਹੋਇਆਂ ਅਗਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਲਿਆਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਦੁਨੀਆ ਨੂੰ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਤਾਂ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੀ ਹਾਂ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਕੀ ਉਸ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਤੋਹੀਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਉਹਦੇ ਆਉਣ ਵੇਲੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਕੂੜਾ ਕਿਟਕਟ ਇਕੱਠਾ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ।
He says that I sacrifice myself on those disciples of the Master who, when sit in the meditation of the Nam, do not have any worldly thoughts.
Egli dice: mi sacrifico per quei discepoli del Maestro i quali allorché siedono per meditare sul Nam non hanno nessun pensiero mondano.
And those who do the work for which they are sitting in the meditation.
E coloro che fanno il lavoro per cui stanno sedendo, cioè la meditazione.
Often I have said that suppose if there is a 2-year-old kid guarding some place or some store-like thing, we would not dare to go there and pick up even a small thing because we are afraid that somebody is watching over us.
Spesso ho detto che se c'è anche un bimbo di 2 anni che sta facendo la guardia a qualcosa, noi non oseremo mai andare ad impossessarci di qualcosa che c'è in quel posto.
But God Almighty, who is within us and who is watching our every single moment, our every single feelings and thoughts, we don't even have that much fear of Him which we have of that 2-year-old kid.
ma Dio Onnipotente che osserva ogni nostra singola azione, ogni nostro pensiero e sentimento. Non lo temiamo per niente, non abbiamo di lui neanche quel tanto timore che abbiamo per quel bimbo di 2 anni.
You know that when we sit in the meditation at that time, our beloved Master who is sitting within us, he is also looking at us, he is also watching over us.
Voi sapete che quando ci sediamo a meditare, il nostro amato Maestro che risiede dentro di noi ci osserva costantemente.
And at that time, if we are having the worldly thoughts, if we are collecting all the worldly garbage over there, is it not that we are becoming disrespectful or we are insulting our Master?
E se a quel tempo abbiamo tutti questi pensieri mondani, se accumuliamo tutto questo sudiciume mondano, non è che noi stiamo mancando di rispetto al Maestro?
Not only that we lose by having the worldly thoughts during the meditation, but also we are insulting our Master because he is sitting there looking at us, and instead of doing the work which we are supposed to do, we are collecting the garbage of the world in the form of the worldly thoughts.
Non soltanto manchiamo di rispetto al Maestro, il quale è lì seduto, cioè il quale ci osserva costantemente allorché meditiamo, ma invece di fare le nostre pratiche spirituali noi continuiamo ad accumulare sudiciume tramite i nostri pensieri mondani.
ਸਾਡੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇਵ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਡਾਇਰੀ ਰੱਖਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਸਲਾਹ ਦਿੱਤੀ। ਡਾਇਰੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਦਾ ਬੜਾ ਅੱਛਾ ਅਸੂਲ ਹੈ। ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਘੰਟੇ ਤਾਂ ਦਰਜ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਇਹ ਕਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਖਿਆਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਕਿ ਘੰਟਾ ਅਭਿਆਸ 'ਤੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਦਫਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਮਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਸੰਪਰਕ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਇਆ, ਕਿੰਨੇ ਮਿੰਟ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਵਿੱਚ ਫਿਰਿਆ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੈਠ ਕੇ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਂ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਕੀਤਾ।
Our beloved Master advised us to keep the diary.
Il nostro amato Maestro ci ha consigliato di tenere il diario.
Diary is one of the best things to make our life.
Il diario è una delle cose migliori per formare la nostra vita.
In that we do put down that we meditated for 2 hours or 1 hour and like that.
In quello noi segniamo che abbiamo meditato per 1 o 2 ore, cose simili.
But in that 1 hour or 2 hour, we never consider, we never think that how many times we contacted our Master, how many times we came in contact with the Master, and how much time we spent contacting the world and thinking about the world.
Ma di quelle 2 ore noi non consideriamo mai quanto tempo abbiamo dedicato per entrare in contatto con il Maestro e quanto tempo invece abbiamo dedicato nel pensare alle cose mondane.
ਕਬੀਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਜਿਸ ਸੇਵਕ ਦਾ ਤਨ ਥਿਰ ਹੈ, ਮਨ ਥਿਰ ਹੈ, ਉਹਦੀ ਸੁਰਤ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਥਿਰ ਹੈ, ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਐਸੇ ਸੇਵਕ ਦਾ 1 ਸਕਿੰਟ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਿਆ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰਵਾਨ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ।
Kabir Sahib says that the disciple whose body is still, whose mind is still, whose surat and shabad are also still, even one moment of the meditation of such a disciple is accepted by Lord.
Kabir Sahib dice quel discepolo il cui corpo è saldo, la propria mente è salda, il cui surat e shabad sono saldi. La meditazione di un tale discepolo è accettata dal Signore. Anche un solo momento.
ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੈ, ਏਕ ਚਿੱਤ ਜੋ ਇੱਕ ਛਿਨ ਧਿਆਵੈ, ਕਾਲ ਫਾਂਸ ਕੇ बीच ਨਾ ਆਵੈ।
Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj says that he who meditates upon his name, or he who remembers him with all his attention even for 1 moment, does not come in the trap of the negative power.
Guru Gobind Singh dice che colui che medita con tutta la sua attenzione anche per un solo momento non andrà più nella trappola del potere negativo.
कुर्बानी तिना गुर सिखा ओ एक मन गुर जाप जपंदे कुर्बानी तिना गुर सिखा साध संगत चल जाए जुड़ंदे।
ਹੁਣ ਆਪ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਕੁਰਬਾਨ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਬੈਠ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੈ, ਧਿਆਨ ਨਾਲ ਸਤਸੰਗ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਹੈ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸਤਸੰਗ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਦਾ ਸਰੋਵਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਸਤਸੰਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਗਲਤੀਆਂ ਦਾ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ, ਸਾਡੇ ਦਿਲ ਅੰਦਰ ਉਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਪੈਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਸਤਸੰਗ ਦੇ ਜ਼ਰੀਏ ਹੀ ਮਹਾਤਮਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉਭਾਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹੈ।
Now he says that I sacrifice myself on those disciples of the Masters, those who lovingly go to the satsangs of the Masters and attentively listen to his discourses.
Ora egli dice, mi sacrifico per quei discepoli del Maestro, coloro che vanno al satsang del Maestro e con tutta la loro attenzione ascoltano ogni singola parola del suo discorso.
Because the satsangs of the perfect Master is like the pool of the Naam, and only after going to the satsangs we come to know about our shortcomings, and only through the satsang Master gives us the boost and inspiration to do the devotion of Lord.
Poiché il satsang del Maestro perfetto è come la polla del Nam, e soltanto andando al satsang noi ci rendiamo conto delle nostre imperfezioni e tramite il satsang noi riceviamo una spinta per praticare le nostre meditazioni.
तो कबीर साहब कहते हैं मन दिया कहीं और को तन साधा के संग कहे कबीर कोरी गजी कैसे लगे रंग.
But Kabir Sahib says that you have given your mind to some other person, or you have given your mind somewhere else, and your body is with the Master.
Ma Kabir Sahib dice, tu hai messo la tua mente da qualche altra parte mentre il tuo corpo sta con il Maestro.
Kabir says that how can such a cloth be dyed in the color of Naam when his mind and body are not present there.
Kabir Sahib dice, come può una simile persona essere tinta nel colore del Nam quando la sua mente e il corpo non sono uniti, non sono insieme.
आए सी सत्संग में गए नींद में सोए पारस में पड़दा रहे कंचन किस विद होए.
We came here to attend the satsang, but we slept in the satsang.
Noi siamo venuti qui per partecipare al satsang, ma invece ci siamo addormentati nel satsang.
If there is a veil between the iron and the philosopher's stone, how can that iron be turned into gold?
Se c'è un velo fra il ferro e la pietra filosofale, come può quel ferro essere trasformato in oro?
कुर्बानी तिना गुर सिखा साध संगत चल जाए जुड़न दे. कुर्बानी तिना गुर सिखा गुरबाणी नित गाए सुनन दे.
आप प्यार ਨਾਲ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਕੁਰਬਾਨ ਹਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਬਾਣੀ ਜੋ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਬੋਲੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਹੈ ਜਿਸ ਨੂੰ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਨੇ ਭਜਨ ਮੰਡਲੀ ਕਰਕੇ ਬਿਆਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ.
Lovingly he says that I sacrifice myself on those disciples of the Master who after going in the company of the Master sing the hymns or the shabads, writings written by the Masters. Guru Nanak Sahib also calls such a group of dear ones as the group of the dear ones who sing the bhajans.
Ora egli dice, mi sacrifico per quei discepoli del Maestro, i quali dopo essere andati dal Maestro, essi cantano gli inni in lode, gli shabd del Maestro. Anche Guru Nanak Sahib chiama questi discepoli del Maestro, coloro che si uniscono a cantare i bhajan del Maestro.
ਭਜਨ ਬੋਲਣ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਡੇ ਮਨ ਨੂੰ ਟਿਕਣ ਦੀ ਆਦਤ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਗੁਰੂ ਪਿਆਰ ਜਾਗ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਹੈ.
By singing the bhajans, our mind gets the habit of becoming still, and the love of the Master is created within us.
Cantando i bhajan la nostra mente si abitua a rimanere salda e l'amore di Dio è creato dentro di noi.
कुर्बानी तिना गुर सिखा गुरबाणी नित गाए सुनन दे. कुर्बानी तिना गुर सिखा मन मेली कर मेल मिलन दे.
ਆਪ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੁਰਬਾਨ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਹੈ. ਅਗਰ ਉਹ ਕੋਈ ਵਾਰਤਾ ਸੁਣਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਪਿਆਰ ਨਾਲ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਵਕਤੇ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਸਰੋਤੇ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੈ.
Now he says that I sacrifice myself on those disciples on the mass of. Now he says that I sacrifice myself on those disciples of the Masters, those who, when meet the other disciples of the Master, listen to the talks or the words of the Masters. If the other disciples have something to say, they listen to them, or if they want to listen anything about the Master, they talk about the Master.
Ora egli dice, mi sacrifico per quei discepoli del Maestro, i quali, quando si incontrano con altri discepoli del maestro, gradiscono ascoltare le parole riguardo al maestro degli altri discepoli, oppure essi stessi parlano con loro del maestro.
ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੌਣ ਕਰੇਗਾ? ਜਿਹੜਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜਿਆ ਹੈ। ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਪਿਆਰੀ ਕਿਹਨੂੰ ਲੱਗੇਗੀ? ਜਿਹੜਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜਿਆ ਹੈ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਦੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਅਗਰ ਕੋਈ ਕਰੇ ਤੇ ਪਿਆਰਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ।
Who would talk about the master? Only he who is connected with the master will talk about him. And who would like to hear the talks of the master? Only he who is connected with him.
A chi piace parlare del maestro? Soltanto colui che è in contatto con il maestro. E a chi gradisce sentir parlare del maestro? Soltanto colui che è in contatto con il maestro.
Because for a dear one, the talks of the beloved are always loving.
Poiché, cari miei, i discorsi riguardo all'amato sono sempre belli.
ਮਹਾਤਮਾ ਚਤਰਦਾਸ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਸਾਵਣ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਲੈਵਾ ਸੀ। ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੈ, ਗੱਲ ਨਾ ਕਰਨ ਯਾਰ ਦੀ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਉਹ ਸਭਾ ਦੁਰਕਾਰ ਨਹੀਂ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਨਾ ਹੋਵੇ। ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਉਹ ਸਭਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੀ ਦੁਰਕਾਰ ਨਹੀਂ, ਬੈਠਣਾ ਹੀ ਦੁਰਕਾਰ ਨਹੀਂ।
Mahatma Chaturdas was an initiate of Master Sant Singh, and he said that it is not worth going to such a meeting where they don't talk about the master.
Mahatma Chaturdas era un discepolo di Baba Sant Singh ed egli diceva: non serve a niente andare in un incontro dove non parlano del maestro.
Kurbani tina gur sikha man meli kar mel milande. Kurbani tina gur sikha ਪਾਏ ਭਗਤ ਗੁਰ ਪੁਰਬ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ।
ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਪੁਰਬ ਕੌਣ ਮਨਾਏਗਾ? ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਹੈ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਉਛਾਲੇ ਮਾਰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਕੁਰਬਾਨ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ, ਬਲਿਹਾਰ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਪੁਰਬ ਨੂੰ ਬੜਾ ਇੱਕ ਸ਼ਰਧਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮਨਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੈ।
Now he says that who would celebrate the days of the masters? Only those who have the love for the master.
Ora egli dice: chi celebra i giorni del maestro? Soltanto coloro che hanno per lui amore.
And only those within whom the love of the master is full.
E soltanto coloro nei quali l'amore per il maestro è colmo.
So he says that I sacrifice myself on those disciples of the master, those who celebrate the days of the master or the days connected with the masters.
Quindi egli dice: mi sacrifico per quei discepoli del maestro che celebrano sempre i giorni in relazione al maestro.
Kurbani tina gur sikha pae pagat gur purb karan de. Gur seva phal sufal phalan de. Gur seva phal sufal phalan de.
ਆਪ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਉਹ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਭਗਤੀ ਸਮਝਦੇ ਹੈ, ਗੁਰਪੁਰਬ ਨੂੰ ਮਨਾਉਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਔਰ ਉਹ ਭਗਤੀ ਜੀ ਗਿਣਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ। ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਉਹ ਆਪਣਾ ਜਨਮ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ, ਜੀਵਨ ਹੈ, ਸਫਲ ਬਣਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹੈ, ਉਹਦਾ ਅੱਛਾ ਫਲ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਹੈ, ਸਫਲ ਫਲ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਹੈ। ਤਨ ਮਨ ਧਨ ਸਾਡਾ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਭਜਨ ਅਭਿਆਸ ਦਾ ਮੌਕਾ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ। ਸਾਡੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਤਨ ਵੀ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਕੇ, ਮਨ ਵੀ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਤਨ ਵੀ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਯਾਦ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ।
They understand the celebration of the days of the master as the devotion, and the celebration of the days of the masters is the devotion of the master.
Essi considerano i giorni di celebrazione per il maestro come devozione al maestro, e infatti i giorni di celebrazione per il maestro sono la sua devozione.
Because we get the yearning to do his devotion, we get the love of the master is awakened within us.
Poiché noi riceviamo il desiderio di praticare la devozione e l'amore per il maestro è risvegliato dentro di noi.
And those who celebrate the days of the master, they get the opportunity to do the seva with their body, and in that way they do the physical seva, financial seva, as well as the seva with their mind. They get the opportunity of being in the remembrance of the master, and they get the opportunities to do the meditations.
Poiché coloro che celebrano i giorni del maestro, essi hanno l'opportunità di praticare la sua devozione, hanno l'opportunità di praticare il seva del maestro, e inoltre si uniscono insieme per ricordarlo.
ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਿਰਪਾਲ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਕਿ ਸੰਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਨਮ ਦਿਨ ਮਨਾਉਣ 'ਚ ਕੋਈ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਗੀ। ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਕਿ ਜਿਸ ਦਿਨ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਨਮ ਦਿਨ ਸਮਝਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਉਸ ਦਿਨ ਤਾਂ ਆਤਮਾ ਦੀ ਮੌਤ ਹੋਈ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਕੈਦ ਹੋਈ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਪਿੰਜਰੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਅਸਲੀ ਜਨਮ ਦਿਨ ਉਹ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਿੱਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਆਤਮਾ ਮਨ ਇੰਦਰੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਕਾਹੜ ਤੋਂ ਆਜ਼ਾਦ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਉੱਪਰ ਆ ਕੇ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਨਾਲ ਨਿਆ ਜਨਮ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਜੁੜ ਕੇ।
Master Kripal Singh Ji used to say that saints are never very happy celebrating the birthdays.
Il maestro Kirpal soleva dire che i santi non sono mai tanto contenti di celebrare i compleanni.
Because the day which we call as our birthday, in fact, that is the day when our soul had died, our soul was imprisoned in this body.
Perché il giorno che noi consideriamo il compleanno, in realtà è il giorno in cui la nostra anima fu imprigionata in questo corpo.
The real birthday is when our soul rises above this body, becomes free from the clutches of the negative power, and becomes one with the Shabad, goes back to the real home. That is our real birthday.
Il vero giorno del nostro compleanno è il giorno in cui la nostra anima si innalza al di sopra di questo corpo, al di sopra delle grinfie del potere negativo e raggiunge la nostra vera casa. Quello è il vero giorno del nostro compleanno.
ਪਿਆਰਿਓ, ਸ਼ੀਸ਼ੇ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਕਿ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਚੁੱਕ ਕੇ ਕੋਈ ਵੇਖੇ, ਇਹ ਦੇਖਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਰੂਰਤ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸੇਵਕ ਨੂੰ ਬੜੀ ਭਾਰੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰਤ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਸ ਦਿਨ ਉਹ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਨੇ ਉਛਾਲਾ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ ਦੇਹ ਧਾਰਨ ਕਰੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਜੀਵਾਂ ਦੇ ਤਾਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਆਇਆ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਸੇਵਕ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬੜਾ ਸ਼ੁਭ ਦਿਨ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ।
Dear ones, the mirror does not need that anyone should look in it.
Cari miei, lo specchio non ha bisogno che nessuno si specchi in esso.
But if we want to see our image, we have to look into the mirror.
Ma se vogliamo vedere la nostra immagine, dobbiamo guardare nello specchio.
In the same way, masters do not need to celebrate their birthdays, but the disciples need to do that very much.
Nello stesso modo i santi non hanno bisogno di celebrare il loro compleanno, invece i discepoli hanno tanto bisogno di farlo.
Because the day when the masters came into this world is the most auspicious day, because on that day God Almighty had showered so much grace upon this world, and He Himself came down in the human body.
Perché il giorno in cui il Maestro nasce in questo mondo è un giorno di buon auspicio, giacché Dio Onnipotente stesso è sceso quel giorno nel corpo umano.
So for the disciples, the birthdays of the masters mean a lot, and those days are the most auspicious days.
Quindi per i discepoli i giorni del compleanno del Maestro hanno tanto significato e quei giorni sono di grande auspicio.
ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਕੋਲ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਜਨਨੀ ਜਿਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਜਣਿਆ ਮਾਏ, ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਜਿਨੇ ਨਾਮ ਔਰਾਧਿਆ, ਆਪ ਤਰ ਗਿਆ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਡਿੱਠੇ ਤਿੰਨਾਂ ਲੈ ਛੁਡਾਏ.
Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj said that blessed is the family in which the masters were born. Blessed are the parents who got these blessings of becoming the parents of the Sadguru. Blessed is the mother who gave birth to such a Sadguru, who did the devotion of Naam, and who himself became the liberated one. Those who saw him also got the liberation.
Guru Nanak Dev Ji dice, benedetta è la casa nella quale un maestro nasce, benedetta è la famiglia nella quale nasce, benedetti sono i genitori che diedero nascita a una simile grande anima, e coloro che ebbero il darshan di una simile grande anima, anche essi conseguirono la liberazione.
ਸੋ ਭਾਈ ਗੁਰਦਾਸ ਨੇ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖ ਬਣਨ ਦੀਆਂ ਹਦਾਇਤਾਂ ਦੱਸੀਆਂ ਹਨ, ਔਰ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਿੱਖ ਮਿਲਣ ਦੇ ਫਾਇਦੇ ਦੱਸੇ ਹੈ, ਔਰ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਿੱਖ ਬਣਨ ਦਾ ਤਰੀਕਾ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਬਣਦਾ ਹੈ। ਹੁਣ ਸਾਡਾ ਫਰਜ਼ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਨਾਮ ਮਿਲ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ, ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਮਹਾਤਮਾ ਦੇ ਦੱਸੇ ਮੁਤਾਬਕ ਆਪਦੇ ਜੀਵਨ ਨੂੰ ਢਾਲੀਏ, ਔਰ ਸੱਚੇ ਸੁੱਚੇ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ, ਸੱਚੇ ਖਿਆਲਾਂ ਨਾਲ, ਇਮਾਨਦਾਰੀ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਣਾ ਭਜਨ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਅੰਦਰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਸੱਚੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਬਣ ਜਾਈਏ.
So Bhai Gurdas Ji lovingly told us about the disciples of the master, that how can one become the disciple of the master.
Quindi Bhai Gurdas con amore ci ha detto del discepolo del maestro, in che modo si può diventare buoni discepoli del maestro.
And after reaching which place one becomes the disciple of the master.
e ci ha anche detto quando si diventa discepoli del maestro, dopo aver raggiunto quale piano.
And he also told us that why it is important for us to become the disciple of the master.
Ci ha anche detto perché è importante per noi diventare discepoli del maestro.
So it becomes our responsibility, according to the instructions of the master, we should also do our devotion and become the disciple of the master.
Quindi è nostra responsabilità, secondo le istruzioni del maestro, di operare secondo le sue istruzioni, diventare i suoi buoni discepoli.
And very happily, with all our sincerity and honesty, we should do the devotion of the master.
E molto felicemente, con tutta la nostra sincerità e onestà, noi dovremmo praticare la devozione del maestro.
There is an announcement about Sunday's program. Even though we still have 2 days left, but it is important to make this announcement now so that those people who have to plan things for Sunday, they should plan things according to this announcement. And that is that on Sunday, the schedule will be like this. All of you are requested to come in the meditation hall at 7 o'clock and meditate until 7:45. Sanji will not come here physically for that meditation sitting, but all of you are requested to come here at 7 o'clock as usual and meditate until 7:45. At 8 o'clock, Sanji will come in his car on his way to Rome, and all of you should line up on the right hand side of the road, and while he is driving away in his car, you can have his darshan. And all of you are requested that there will be no program in Rome. It is just a rest stop, because you know that Sanji has to leave that evening for Delhi. And in Delhi also many dear ones are waiting for him, and he is going to be there for 4 days doing the program. And you know that it is very hot in Delhi, so it is very important for him to get some rest before that long flight back to Delhi and before that program starts in Delhi. So all of you are requested not to follow him to Rome on Sunday. You are requested to just remain here at the ashram or go straight to your homes or wherever you have to go from the ashram directly.
Quindi c'è un annuncio da fare riguardo al programma di domenica. Benché ci siano ancora 2 giorni, è bene dirlo ora, così che coloro che devono prendere provvedimenti sappiano già da ora come andranno le cose. Quindi domenica mattina ci sarà qui una meditazione dalle 7 alle 7:45 e tutti voi dovreste venire a meditare qui durante quel periodo, benché Sanji fisicamente non sarà qui presente. Sanji partirà da qui alle 8 del mattino e a quel punto tutti voi dovreste essere allineati lungo la strada che porta da qui giù al cancello. Sanji passerà con la sua macchina e tutti voi potrete avere il suo darshan. Dovreste allinearvi sul lato destro della strada. Quindi nessuno di voi dovrebbe andare a Roma, nessuno di voi deve andare a Roma, giacché quella fermata a Roma è solo per far riposare il maestro, poiché quella sera egli ripartirà per Delhi. A Delhi avrà altri 3 giorni di programma, a Delhi il clima è molto caldo e quindi il maestro deve essere ben riposato prima di poter affrontare questi altri 3 giorni di programma. Quindi è richiesto a tutti di non venire a Roma.